With the kind permission of the chairman of the occasion, may I still invite us to remain standing as the ABU band will lead us in reciting the national anthem, followed by the ABU anthem. The ABU band, please. Thank you. Now the ABU anthem. The greatest band of the Ahmadu Bello University. By the lead of the chairman of the occasion, I may invite us to now sit down as we go into the program proper. A quick time check is 33 minutes past the hour of 11, and we are already behind schedule. As a people of faith, we want to start by devoting the program to the will of the Almighty. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome Dr. Safiya Ibrahim from the College of Medical Sciences to lead us in an opening prayer.
Daud.
صلوا على النبي الكريم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم في العالمين انك حميد مجيد. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين اياك نعبد واياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين انعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين امين. اللهم اعصنا عقبتنا في الامور كلها واعتدنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الاخره. اللهم ارحم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين واذل الشرك والمشركين دمر اعدائهم وانصر بارك الموحدين يا ارحم الراحمين. اللهم اجعل اجتماعنا هذا اجتماعا مرحوما وتفرقنا بعدها تفرقا معصوما يا ذا الجلال والاكرام. سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون السلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you very much, Dr. Safia Ibrahim, for giving us in devoting this great occasion to the will of the Almighty. With the kind permission of the chairman of the occasion, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, and we represented, we are gathered here to celebrate a milestone founded on the founder of the great Gamgee, a Gamgee who envisioned that generations should not fizzle in rations, but rather apportion in the appropriate proportion to position the function of the medical profession to cushion the rejuvenation of our dear nation. It is upon this noble notion that I welcome you to this grand occasion at this bastion of learning, the best and the greatest south of the Sahara and north of the Limpopo. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ahmadu Bello University's Abdullahi Mahdi Conference Center, Bello for the 2025 SPONSIO ACADEMICA. With humility, I am Dr. Ibrahim Banaru, a consultant family physician and your compere for the day. A quick time check is 36 minutes past the hour of 11. And the temperature outside is about 34 degrees centigrade. But the coolest place to be, of course, is this hall where we are in history, a history that is woven by the Mavericks themselves. With the leave of the chairman, up next is to introduce members of the high table. We have the chairman of the occasion, Professor Kabiru Bala. Please join me in round of applause to welcome the chairman of the occasion, Professor Kabiru Bala. Professor Kabiru Bala is a founding friend of the College of Medical Sciences and the immediate past Vice Chancellor of this great institution. A round of applause for Professor Kabiru Bala. The chief host for the day is the Vice Chancellor of Ahmadu University, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Raymond Maho. Please do welcome the Deputy Vice Chancellor. We have the Provost, who is the Chief Medical Director of Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, ably represented by the Chairman of the Medical Advisory Committee, Professor M.D. Ahmadu. Please do. We have principal officers of the university that I'll be naming one after the other subsequently as we get the line of protocol. And the guest lecturer for the day, Professor Balaga for Sunday Shitu, please welcome Provost. We have deans of faculties, directors of institutes, heads of departments, and professors and faculty members here present. Distinguished invited guests. Thank you. I'm getting the protocol line up as we proceed. Representing the registrar of the university, please do welcome Dr. Tijani. Representing the registrar of NDC and Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, who would be apportioning these graduates to the medical register, is Dr. Tijani Ahmadu, HOD of Medical Registration. Please do welcome the representative of the Medical and Dental Council. Subsequently, we are going to read out the names as the protocol list comes to the podium. We'll make those announcements. Is by the leave of the chairman of the occasion, I am to need some housekeeping. It's because we have so much food for us here, right? And then please switch off your or put them on silent your devices and also the amateur camera and videographers. Please, we have the Directorate of Public Affairs of the University that is telecasting this program live, and they are taking pictures. So please do not block people doing your videography. We have professional videographers and you will get those pictures. Seated in the audience, we have Professor A. Please, a round of applause to welcome Professor A. Also in our midst today, we have Dr. Amina Baloni, former Commissioner of Health, Kaduna State. Please welcome Dr. Amina Baloni. Without further ado, we'll go to the next item on the agenda, which is an opening remarks by the chairman of the occasion. I would have the privilege to welcome the chairman of the occasion. He's not only a builder of bricks, but a builder of brains. When he sits, he certifies classrooms to be fit for students. And when he stands, he teaches to certify students fit for the society. Please welcome Professor Bello, who prefers to be called Madam of Academic Erudition. Professor Bello, the chairman of the occasion, for the opening remarks.
The Vice Chancellor of the University of Zaria, here represented by Mr. Ahmadu, the Vice Chancellor Academic, Registrar of the Political and Business Council, for Atomic Area represented, the Provost of the College of Medical Sciences and Ahmadu University of Zaria, Chief Medical Director of the University Teaching Hospital, Deputy Provost, the Chief of Library, University Library Ahmadu University of Zaria, the Dean of Faculty of Life Sciences, other distinguished things, please permit me acknowledge and adopt protocol at the same time. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant milestone in their journey. As we stand on the threshold of this new chapter, our graduates, I'm honored to stand before you as the chairman of the SPONSIO ACADEMICA 2025 to celebrate your achievements and to offer words of wisdom. Your journey through the College of Medical Sciences has been one of dedication, hard work, and perseverance. You know that better than somebody who said 2020. So we congratulate you for this hard work and perseverance. You have spent countless hours studying, practicing, and striving for excellence in your chosen fields. And today, we read with the words of your neighbor to graduate with degrees that signify the expertise and commitment in the medical sciences. As you move forward, remember that education is not just about the degree you hold, but about the impact will make in the lives of others. The medical field demands not only intellectual prowess, but also compassion, empathy, and a deep commitment to serving humanity. They are not just healthcare professionals, they are guardians of health, hope, and healing. To you, graduating students, how far this party notes. Never stop learning. The field of medicine ever evolving as other fields. It is your responsibility to stay abreast of the latest developments and innovations. Be critical thinkers, be innovators, and be advocates for the health and well-being of your communities. Your families and loved ones, I extend my deepest gratitude for your unwavering support and encouragement. Your presence here today is a testament to the importance you place on education to seek what the students have done. To the faculty members, staff of the College of Medical Sciences, I commend you for your dedication to teaching, mentoring, and guiding these students. Your influence has shaped the minds and hearts of the next generation of medical professionals. As you go forth, remember that the world needs you now more than ever. Your skills, your knowledge, your compassion will be building blocks of a healthier, more compassionate society. Congratulations as you graduate. Your journey ahead is filled with purpose, passion, and fulfillment. And lastly, I would like to mention this, I always mention this in the gathering of outside. Please remember that you earned this degree from Ahmadu University. I live in the and everywhere in the world, institutions turn to alumni for many things, for support and other matters. We know the faculty College of Medical Sciences, we know its demands, we know its activities, and it behoves you to look back once in a while and remember that you played a very central role in your life, and everyone must continue to be the greatest in person. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Kabiruba, a family friend of the College of Medical Sciences and a short speaker for this wonderful message to the graduated students and the College of Medical Sciences. Thank you very much. Please, another resounding applause for Professor Kabiruba. As the program was ongoing, I noticed among the distinguished personalities seated, we have Professor Mukhtar Haruna. Please do welcome Professor Mukhtar Haruna. Professor Aisha Ndomama. Please welcome her, of course. Professor Fatima Dewu, HOD of Physiology. The Head of Department of Anatomy, Professor Sende Musa. Thank you very much for joining us. As the program continues and we notice our eminent faculty will keep mentioning and the principal officers of the university. Thank you very much. If you are just paying attention, this is the 2025 SPONSIO ACADEMICA. We are not only witnessing a graduation, but we are marking a declaration that the future of medicine in Nigeria is bold, brilliant, and beautifully unconventional. woven by the Mavericks, the graduating class of 2025. Please allow us applause for this activity. As the tradition of the university, before I invite the Provost to give his welcome address, as the tradition of the gown, you know we have to give honor to whom honor is due. So I will keep mentioning some line of protocols as I receive them. Please do welcome with a warm applause Professor Pio Musa. We also have in our midst Professor Abdul Wahab Al-Hassan. I earlier mentioned Professor Aisha Roman of Hematology. Professor Ehetra Pindagi from Pathology earlier mentioned. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, the moderates. We also have Professor Murtala from Pathology. And this one, Professor Hafsa Suleiman, Chemical Pathology. Thank you, thank you. Joining us today also, as earlier mentioned, Professor Ebi Aminu. We also have Professor Ahmadu from the Orthopedics Department. Earlier mentioned Professor Fatih Agawul from Physiology. We also have joining us today Professor Iwo Jimo of Neurosurgery Department. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From Ophthalmology Department, joining us today Professor Rafindagi. From Medical Biochemistry, Professor Abdul Rashid. And from the Division of Urology and General Surgery, Professor Ahmadu Bello. From Radiology, we have Professor Muhammad Zaria. Thank you. I will keep mentioning the protocols as we receive them. Up next on the agenda, as we're already behind schedule, is a welcome address by the Provost of the College of Medical Sciences, Professor M.S. Shehu. I can tell you that brilliant from the bench of the laboratory and brilliant in the boardroom of medical education, the distinguished academic Professor M.S. Shehu, our Provost and the host for today's event, under whose signature these distinguished graduates, the Mavericks, will be entering into the medical profession as licensed physicians. Please, with a thunderous applause, welcome your own Provost, Professor M.S.
Thank you, MC. Chairman of this occasion, Professor Bello. The MC has made my work easier. Chairman, but I must just add briefly that the chairman of this occasion has a vision for the university, has a vision for the Faculty of Medicine, now College of Medical Sciences. From those days that he was Director of Academic Planning, through postgraduate studies, through Deputy Vice Chancellor, through Vice Chancellor of our great university. We thank you most sincerely. As part of the reason, we make you chairman to thank you for choosing this chairmanship. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chief Host for today's occasion, Professor Ahmadu, who unfortunately in the last 30 minutes the decision has to be made for him to go to Kaduna as an emergency, and he is ably represented by our own Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Raymond Makoyo, Chief Host of this occasion. A round of applause for our guest. The special guest of this occasion, our dear alumnus, Professor Fatima. When we consulted her actually to come and administer the court, what she simply said was, give me the date that the Vice Chancellor will be available and I will adjust accordingly. We thank you, Madam Registrar. Unfortunately, yesterday evening at around 4:30 p.m., a higher call was made to her by the Honorable Minister of Health for her joining him at the function today. And crown has to fall on my brother, Dr. Zaria Mandaka, who himself just recently arrived from Africa for a similar function, and he had to come to Zaria today. Our assistant registrar and head of registration is representing the registrar of the Valedictory Council of this occasion. We thank you, sir, for coming and for representing the registrar. Our guest lecturer and Professor Oladapo Sunday Shitu, an excellent teacher, my own teacher, Professor of Statistics and Gynecology, has so many caps, and there is one that he did not mention in his citation, and I will mention it. He is the chairman of the board of EPI. Sir, we thank you for accepting to give this lecture. The university librarian and other principal officers of the university here present, the chief medical director, Professor Ahmadu, represented by the chairman, Professor Mohammed, deans of the College of Medical Sciences and other deans that are here to celebrate with us, principal officers of the college, other deans and directors that are here present. I most respectfully welcome Director of Public Planning and Monitoring. Thank you for being here, sir. Professors, ladies and gentlemen of the press, I think the chairman actually stand for the other protocols that have been established. It is with immense pleasure I welcome you all on behalf of the students of our on behalf of the staff and students of our esteemed medical college to the 2025 edition of the SPONSIO ACADEMICA for the new cohort of medical graduates. The current batch of medical when the admission quota was 120 that time, and at this time we are graduating, or we will have one graduate who will take the position or not one. Let me be quick to say that the university, through the ministerial support, is going to have a much to have in the near future. And we will probably from next year celebrate it around about 180 or more. And then subsequently, whatever NDC individuals in due course will go close to doubling our own quota. Chairman, permit me to extend our heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of our graduates, their parents, we the teachers, friends and well-wishers in the successful completion of their medical training. They are going to go in a transition period from medical student, house officers, and the house officer is usually a provisionally licensed doctor to practice under the supervision of a consultant in the major subspecialties of medicine. The essence of the housemanship is to prepare the new doctor for an independent practice. The college, in preparation for the exit of this appointment, has organized a lecture titled Medical Practice in Resource Limited Setting, the responsibility of the physician. May I just quickly say that there are a lot of responsibilities on the physician. But part of the reason we also choose this topic is the fact that sometimes the communication between us physicians and our patients is poor. And we tend to assume a lot of things. For example, you may see somebody, you have the best treatment, you have the next in line, and so on and so forth. But sometimes we assume the patient cannot afford without giving him a chance to say that I cannot afford. So we'll listen to Professor Shitu and we'll learn more on why we have special peculiarities, particularly some of us that practice the resource limited settings in ours. I implore you to listen attentively to the lecture, and I assure you that you will find the lecture from useful in navigating the Nigerian healthcare domain, some of the limitations that are there. I've already mentioned that Professor Fatima cannot be here with us, but we have the head of the Department of Administration to administer the board. I've already also told us here what she said. You will find that usually the registrar will not be on medical school. But for Ahmadu University, Zaria is different. She wants to be here by herself. Dr. Tidai, please thank her even though that God allow her to come. It is pertinent to highlight a few points about the order of knowledge that we administer to our graduates. We all serve as a foundational ethical code for medical professionals. It is based on an ancient Hippocratic principle that emphasizes on duties such as patient confidentiality, beneficence, and non-beneficence. As I go closer to the end of this address, I would like to encourage you to read the documents that have been circulated to you in the envelope that quiet passed to you. It contains the code of medical ethics and professional conduct that you should read very well and understand it. And always reflect on the content of the code that you are going about to go out to your medical practice. Finally, as you go out there, practice medicine with conscience, dignity, and the high standards of care. Be good ambassadors of the Ahmadu University. And I will quickly add that we went through so many struggles to get support from all angles. Please remember to go back to your parents, your siblings, guardians, those that are married to your spouses, the list goes on, those people that supported you in your training. and of course, your alma mater, Ahmadu Bello University. Always remember Ahmadu Bello University and support them. I wish you a successful and most rewarding career in medicine and service to humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Once more, welcome to SPONSIO ACADEMICA 2020.
Thank you very much, my dear members. You dare, you ask questions when others nodded, and you turn sleepless nights into stepping stones. Please give a standing ovation to your provost who asks you that where there is love of medicine, there is also love for humanity. Let's appreciate our provost as he takes his seat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the reverends. We continue to list the protocol, giving honor to those who is due. I have some lists of distinguished teachers and principal officers of the university who are here present with us. We have Professor Abdulaziz, Cabinet of Internal Medicine, and the faculty examiner of the clinical sciences. That's where the applause is thunders. He certified them. Professor Bawa, Dean of Clinical Sciences. Professor Isade Abubakar from Clinical Pathology and Medical Teaching Hospital joining us today. The Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Wilson Ahmad, a round of applause to welcome you. The HOD of Internal Medicine, Abubakar. The Dean of Faculty of Life Sciences, Professor Mariam Mukhtar. The University Librarian who ensures that we have books to read, Dr. Abubakar Abdullahi, please do welcome you. Director of Academic Planning and Monitoring of the University, Ahmadu Bello University, Professor Bello Mukhtar. The Head of Department of Ophthalmology, Dr. Fatima Mahmoud Ajeke, is with us. Please welcome her. The Head of Department Anesthesia, Dr. Idris Mohammed Alani, is here with us. Please welcome me. Professor Salim Sadiq of Community Medicine is here with us. And the Head of Department of Community Medicine, Professor Ahmed Umar. And of course, the Associate Professor Dr. Hassan, the Acting Head of Department Pediatrics. Okay. We also have from the cardiothoracic unit, Professor Sunday Edegini. Another erudite professor that prefers to become Madam Abdulaziz Ibrahim, former head of Department of Biology. Now we have Dr. Neski Sani, the Dean of Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. And from the University Health Services, Professor Gordon Negateri of Science. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to celebrate the graduation of our dear medical students who have traveled through the sunny days at Samaru and to the teaching hospital in Shika. They came with some rain and a bag full of books. And today, the Registrar of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria is simply represented to admit them into the medical profession. I can see the proud families. Please, a round of applause for the proud families.
You've indeed supported them all through the years, and they're here today celebrating, so we appreciate you. Without further ado, we go to the next item on the agenda, which is Vice Chancellor's remarks. We have the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics representing the Vice Chancellor. The Vice Chancellor, you know, history teaches us that a name carries weight, right? This university was founded on the vision of the name Ahmadu, and sometime in February, and then happening in May of 2025, another Ahmadu took over as the Vice Chancellor of the university. It is indeed history envisioned and then history reinvented in excellence. The Vice Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, ably represented by Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics Professor Provost.
Thank you very much. The chairman of education, Professor Ahmadu, immediate past Vice Chancellor of this great university, a registrar, a medical Council of Nigeria, the Provost of the College of Medical Science, distinguished deans, heads of departments, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ahmadu, who this morning was very hopeful that he would be here. Fortunately, while we were at function at 9 a.m., he received another call to meet with His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State. So we had to leave to attend to that call. And he asked me to represent him. When the Provost came to call on me, I looked at him envy, because I told him that if I knew that I was going to be the one to represent the Vice Chancellor this morning, then I would be wearing a very good suit like himself. I want to, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, the management of the university, to congratulate the Maverick class of 2025 for remaining steadfast, for working very hard, and eventually crossing the line. So congratulations to all graduates, their families and friends. And most importantly, congratulations to all the teachers, non-teaching staff, and everybody that has worked tirelessly to make sure that these young ones are able to graduate today. Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, is known as one of the very strong universities with a very strong medical program. The university will continue to support the various university involved with medical training to ensure that the quality of medical training that we are giving for our students remains at the highest level. Only on Saturday, we had a very long meeting with the Provost, the Vice Chancellor, the Director of Academic Planning, looking at the admission for medicine for this year. And the university had over 3,000 students who applied for MBBS. And the university's quota for admission is 180. So you can imagine the trouble and the headache in trying to admit 180 students from over 3,000 students. The university about expanding the carrying capacity of our medical school to enable us to admit more students. I'm happy to inform this gathering that recently the federal government approved an intervention of 4 billion naira for the upgrade of facilities in the College of Medicine, Nursing, Pharmacy, and Dentistry. We are hoping that with this upgrade, HBU will be able to increase its carrying capacity in these medical programs. In conclusion, I'd like to urge our graduates, like the Provost has said, to see themselves as ambassadors of Bello University, and wherever they go, and wherever they become, that they should always look back and also give back to the university that has made them who they are. So on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ahmadu, I want to congratulate you on this SPONSIO ACADEMICA, and I hope that in the years to come, you will continue to graduate many students like you. Thank you. God bless us.
Thank you very much, Professor Raymond Bamo, who ably represented the Vice Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University. For us, Mr. Vice Chancellor, you see it's a double honor standing tall before us, Professor Raymond Bamo, who also doubles as the Director of the African Center of Excellence for New Pedagogy in Zaria Education. He connects teaching beyond the shores of Nigeria, ensuring that the excellence that Ahmadu Bello University is known for is beyond the shores of the country. Thank you very much for the presentation, Prof. Sir. As we move forward, I've also been given some names to mention who have joined us to celebrate with the Mavericks as they are admitted into the medical profession. We have with us Professor G.D. Waziri, Assistant Dean, Faculty of Basic Clinical Sciences. We have Dr. K.I. Guerrera, Assistant Dean, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. We have some other teachers of the university, Professor Aisha Suleiman Mohammed, Aviation, former head of department of meteorology.
Professor Zaria, Chairman Committee of Deans and Directors and Deans of Faculties of Life Science. The College Secretary, Ahmadu Abubakar, College Examination Officer, Provost. Thank you very much for joining us today. Without further ado, we will continue the meat of the matter because the graduates are waiting to be added to the list of medical professionals in the country so that when we walk out of this hall, they can begin to look for a spot to start their housemanship. Because as you live here, when I will not let the cat out of the bag because I had some discussions over the high. Something good is coming, so just keep an eye and keep your ear to the ground, right? And Margaret, please a round of applause for yourselves. The next brief remarks will be coming from the Chief Medical Director of Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, who supports the training of the medical graduates, ably represented by the dexterous surgeon, Professor M.D. Ahmadu. May I invite Professor M.D. Ahmadu to the podium. Please, a resounding applause for Professor M.D. Ahmadu because the Chief Medical Director is the employer of the MC. Thank you.
The chairman of this occasion, Professor Provost, please permit me to continue on our ladies protocol. On behalf of the Chief Director, Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, Professor Ahmadu, the board and management of the teaching hospital, the staff, as well as the patient for Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, I bring you warm greetings on his behalf. He sent his warm congratulations to the graduating students, the university and the staff, the trainers that are also part of staff at Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, the parents, friends, and guardians of the graduate. Ahmadu Bello University Hospital is always honored and privileged to provide a conducive environment for the clinical teaching of medical students. The Chief Medical Director requested that assure the Vice Chancellor of the age-long relationship between the two institutions, and that Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital will continue to improve on its effort in providing that conducive environment for the clinical training of all medical students and other allied students. He asked me to welcome all the 81 collaborating students today, stage of their training, which is housemanship. As the Provost said, following graduation, you are expected to do a compulsory 1-year housemanship, which is training under supervision, with the view of you once again graduating and practicing individually. You should know that housemanship is now centrally regulated in NBCN, and may I use this privilege to request Medical and Dental Council to please reserve slots for all the graduating students to come to Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital so that they get coached. hospital usually has roughly about 160 slots. So all of you will come, that's about 50% of the total slots. And Ahmadu University Hospital is ready to accept all of you. Once again, congratulate all of you and pray that Allah Almighty will bless you throughout your practices. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Eddie and the dexterous surgeons. Surgeons have a way of giving it short and sharp and straight to the point, because that's what they do on the theater table. Thank you very much. And given the all importance of the next item on the agenda, and with the kind permission of the chairman of the occasion, I standing before you, your co-chair for the day, Dr. Ibrahim Banaru, we hereby establish that all protocols are deemed to have been observed respectfully. And thank you very much, distinguished invitees. A round of applause for everyone, distinguished guests and invitees and faculty who are here with us today. The next item on the agenda is an important event for the day before we go to the main admission of these graduates into the medical profession. Lecture by Professor Balaga Sunday Shitu. But as the tradition of the ground demands, we need to hear the citation of the distinguished professor of erudition before he mounts the podium to give his address. I have the pleasure to invite Professor Zaria from the Obstetrics and Gynecology Department to read the encyclopedic citation of Professor Balaga Sunday Shitu. But as earlier mentioned, we are already behind schedule, and I trust with the lead of the chairman of the occasion that Professor Balaga will give a rapidly revised revision of the readily readable resume of the encyclopedic professor. Thank you, Professor Balaga.
The chairman of the occasion, Professor Zaria.
I use the mic close. The mic close.
Professor Zaria, kindly allow me to hand raise. I respectfully ask Professor Balaga Sunday Shitu to please stand up.
You're not using the mic, sir. You can't hear it. Use it closely.
Can you hear me? I present the citation of Professor Balaga Sunday Shitu. Professor Balaga Sunday Shitu is a professor of obstetrics and gynecology at Bello University, consultant at Ahmadu University Teaching Hospital in Zaria. He's also a visiting professor at Bingham University Hospital, Jos Plateau State. Completed his 4 years secondary to the Federal University of Health Sciences, in Benue State, where he served as the pioneer provost of the College of Medicine between October 2020 and November 2024. Professor Shitu graduated from the University of Ibadan and holds a fellowship of both West African College of Surgeons and the International College of Surgeons, as well as Diploma of Reproductive Health from the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, United Kingdom. He has served as head of the department, medical superintendent, chairman of the Medical Advisory Committee, and acting chief medical director here at Ahmadu University, as well as Ahmadu University Teaching Hospital, Zaria. With more than 40 years of experience in clinical practice, academia, research and development projects under his belt, has served in several capacities, including as a lecturer, supervisor, technical advisor and consultant on maternal, newborn, and child to public and private organizations within and outside
Nigeria. Currently serves as a member of WHO Geneva Technical Working Committee on Maternal and Perinatal Health Services and Response, the International Rotary Maternal and Child Health Board, the African CDC Expert Panel Technical Working Group on Mortality Surveillance. He has been serving as consultant to WHO Geneva, WHO Africa, WHO Nigeria, Pacific, UNFPA Lesotho, and UNFPA Nigeria. He has written 9 books and monographs, published 69 academic papers in peer-reviewed journals, and contributed to over 16 national and international training manuals, standard guidelines, and standard operating procedures. Provides editorial guidance and academic journals, such as Tropical Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology, West African Journal of Medicine, and the Journal of Laboratory Medicine. He is an examiner of the West African College of Surgeons and the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. He is currently a member of a number of working groups and task teams, including National Reproductive Health Technical Working Group and National Technical Team on Prevention of Mother-to-Child Transmission of HIV, to which he served as chairman. He also sits on the board of directors of Marie Stopes International Reproductive Choices of Nigeria, and is current chairman of the board of directors of Deeping Public Health Initiatives. He is married and blessed children. Join me as I welcome to the podium outstanding academic, renowned physician, internationally reputable researcher, and a mentor, Professor Olada Ansani.
Thank you very much, Professor coming. Please, I crave the audience of the chairman of the institution. I observed that the board is sitting for such a long time. If you could just permit us to be off-timing for a few seconds for medical reasons. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I think we can. Chairman, thank you very much. Chairman of this special occasion and former Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Kabiru Bala. Our Chief Post and Vice Chancellor, Professor Adamu Ahmed, is very ably represented by Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Raymond Bako, the Registrar, the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, who is ably represented by the Head of Administration, co-host, Chief Medical Director, Aviation Hospital, who is also represented by the Chairman Medical Advisory Committee. Please permit me to stand on already established protocol. I pray your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen, to start this presentation with an acknowledgement and expression of gratitude to our Provost, Professor M.S. for availing me the privilege to give this admonition to this brand new set of Nigerian medical doctors. As we all know, Nigerian doctors are held in high esteem across the world on account of their high-level performances, and it is thrilling to witness the graduation of the new cohort. Countries that do not have Nigerian doctors may likely be due to their paying lower salaries and historically available in Nigeria. I wish to heartily congratulate our parents, families, guardians, and friends of the new doctors. I was very privileged to be on your side in 2016, that's some 9 years ago, when my daughter graduated esteemed university. She is now a staff member of the Johns Hopkins University in Boston. I must also congratulate our Vice Chancellor, our Chief Medical Director, and our Provost for their concerted efforts at successfully training this new setup. Today is for celebration, not for another long academic exercise. I will therefore make this aspect to be very brief. The purpose of this presentation, therefore, is to equip our graduates with information for achieving a seamless transition from medical to one of impactful and satisfying medical practice. In this regard, the outline of this presentation is in paper, a reflection of challenges of undergraduate medical training, the challenges that lie ahead, which stem from professional and societal expectations, and to conclude with evidence-based and experiential recommendations and advice. In conformity with general academic inquiry, researchers have investigated existing undergraduate courses to rank them according to their toughness. In other words, which undergraduate course is tougher than the other. They pursued this inquiry based on the following criteria: subject complexity, study intensity, methodology of teaching, evaluation techniques, impact on personal learning styles, fundamental requirements, and admission examinations. Reports from various studies, including from Oxford in the United Kingdom, India, and also from artificial intelligence, AI, uniformly rank the toughest courses as follows: medicine, followed by pharmacy, aerospace and electrical engineering, law, chartered accountancy, neuroscience and physics, and architecture. In their answer to why medicine is the toughest degree in the world, they attributed it to the following: extremely competitive admissions, medical schools have very few seats compared to the large number of applicants, long course duration, usually taking 5 to 7 years with continuous examinations and clinical training. Every syllabus, students study a wide range of subjects, practical responsibility with training that involves real patients, which is stressful and demanding. High mental pressure, with many students facing burnout, anxiety, and stress due to workload and expectations. Additional evidences on this conversation also exist here in Nigeria. In 2023, our own National University Commission published the core curriculum minimum standards, abbreviated as CCMAS, for medicine and dental surgery and other university programs across the country. This CCMAS revealed, among other things, that the total course credit needed for MBBS program, which is just undergone, is 400 units. And this is more than twice that of the closest health and science-related programs Doctor of Pharmacy, and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, each of which is about 220. And it's more than 3 times those of BSc Nursing, BSc Medical Laboratory Science and Physics, which range between 110 and 130. It is with this understanding that you have successfully overcome these three challenges. Ahmadu University and teaching of management, your teachers, parents, and friends have resolutely gathered here today to honor and celebrate you and make this a memorable day for you. A marvelous class. Our dear Provost, the physician and the impressive oath that you are about to take entitles you to life censure by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria to become a medical doctor who can practice anywhere of your choice in Nigeria. This development has huge implications for you and your immediate family because you are on the verge of a major lifetime transition. A change from a little known student, maybe a bookworm, who has limited social life, total immersion in studies, and was totally dependent on support of these patients and benefactors. After you graduate, PR is appended to your name. A new status is conferred on you that raises considerable expectations from you, professionally, culturally, economically, politically, and socially. You will now be viewed as a big man, a big who should provide support and assistance of all kinds to everyone within your sphere of influence, even when you are not set to seek your first salary. The pressure of this expectation is more intense for those deciding in resource-limited settings like our country than for those who will immediately emigrate or Java, as is popularly said, to more prosperous cities. You will be right to ask, why is there such difference? A resource-limited setting has been variously described as where there is significant scarcity of financial capital, trained personnel, infrastructure, technology, and essential supplies, leading to difficulties in providing comprehensive services like healthcare, education, or employment opportunities. Emerging as a fresh medical doctor in such a setting remove the insulation that you are eager to enjoy from most of these challenges as a medical student. When you become a medical practitioner in such an environment, you soon realize that your medical training is not preparing you to cope with the likes of unavailable infrastructure and amenities, patients' inability to afford or access necessary investigations and medicine, patients who have rights but are oblivious of them, and that your patients' expectations are well beyond your capabilities because they are culturally attuned to magical and legal evidence rather than the science-based inventive and medical orthodox care. To share a recent illustration that occurred in our gynecology ward in Chicago. A fortnight ago, a woman was admitted with pregnancy miscarriage that became infected. Members of my team, who are very well trained, knew what to do and initiated the process. But they were answered. The woman could not perform the prescribed antibiotic, which was critical for her care. My colleagues, therefore, tasked themselves and contributed money with which her medicines were bought. Furthermore, when the discharge home last week, further donations were necessitated by a lack of transport money to return her to her home. Such challenges occur only in resource-limited cities. The challenges to expect at home and the family level are no less daunting. While you were on campus and sacrificial sponsorship was going on, your parents' silent prayer was, I need to say it in Yoruba, which when translated means I will read the dividends of training my child. Consequently, after graduation, if you do not volunteer to pick on family bills, some will be imposed on you. Some of us opted to different school fees to junior halls and family. The expectations and demands on you from the larger society is also not different. When neighbors, traffic wardens, law enforcement agents who were either familiar with your name will cease to call you by your name or to prefer to call you doctor, because that comes with expectation that you will pass some tips to them. The following narrative is not intended to scare or discourage you, but to make you anticipate and brace up to overcome this event. In this regard, your transition into medical practice lifestyle is not to be taken for granted. You have to be very strategic in all your endeavors, be it in the hospital, home, or community. I do not know how many times you have taken an oath before now. You will take a special one today that should reverberate in your consciousness for the rest of your practicing life. In this oath, we will be using the phrase, I will, almost 10 times. For declarations that include the following: concentrate your life in the service of humanity, practice with conscience and dignity, respect the secrets confided in you, honor the traditions of the medical profession, etc. We will also add that the health of your patient will be your first consideration. When you consequently pick up your letter of appointment to serve as medical intern, you will be attending to patients as first responder in the health care. Remind yourself of today's declaration by ensuring that you always respect and honor all the public rights of the Nigerian nation, which involves availing them with the following: respect and dignity, informed consent and information, access to medical records, confidentiality and privacy, quality care, emergency care, rights to refuse your treatment, safe healthcare environment, rights to complain to you, even about the treatment you are giving to them, participation in decision making, and rights to receive visitors in the hospital. Your soon could make efforts to give respect and gratitude to the teachers and regard your colleagues as your brothers and sisters, who expect you to be an effective member of the medical team. Be a good communicator and use every opportunity to learn and receive mentorship from the seniors. These seniors, I must tell you, have acquired experiences of successful practice in this low-resource environment, which were not stated in the textbooks you read in the classroom. Ensure that you set yourself up in the continuous learning mode to access the emerging scientific evidences in medical practice. This is very important for delivering quality care in every client you find yourself. Additionally, you will also soon to concentrate your life to the service of humanity. This declaration resonates with our national pledge that reads, permit me to read, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity and uphold our honor and glory, so that we conclude. As a medical doctor, you have to live up to the standards expected from making good commitment. Consequently, your civility should extend beyond the hospital environment and have impact on all the acquaintances and neighbors. Your relationship and responsibilities to your parents, family, and benefactors are of spiritual significance. In my religion, for example, I'm instructed to honor my father and my mother so that my days will be long and to be well with me. I implore you to revere your parents and your family, without whom you would not have existed or become a God. Honor them and honor members of your family. Finally, remember to respect and care about God by ensuring that you do only what you consider He expects you to do in every situation of your life. In conclusion, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today, the 29th of September 2025, is of monumental significance in the lives of these grand doctors and for your families. We heartily congratulate and rejoice with you and your loved ones, and wish you profound success as you transition from hard-working medical student lifestyle to one of a conscientious and beautiful medical doctor who should be held in high esteem at home and society at large. Please be a source of pride to your alma mater, Ahmadu University. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Please keep the applause as Provost is seen for the erudite professorial presentation. Indeed, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Let us continue to uphold the virtues and values of Ahmadu Bello University. For the medical graduates, I sat down taking notes from the professorial presentation. Of course, we live in a resource-limited setting, but our responsibilities are unlimited. If there's one thing we learned from Ahmadu Bello University, is that responsibility is a virtue. Let us keep that as we go into the medical profession. The age-old quotation from Hippocrates, where there is love for medicine, there is love for humanity. As you step out of the hall as medical doctors, remember the love for humanity as depicted by Professor Oladapo. Please another round of applause for the distinguished erudite professor, the 2025 SPONSIO ACADEMICA lecture presenter. Thank you very much, Professor. Without further ado, as the day is going by, we need to get into the next item on the agenda. A quick time check is 53 minutes past noon, and the time is, what time is that for? Is it jollof rice or admission of the graduates into the medical profession? Well, it's a remarks by the Registrar of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. I told you that I will not let the cat out of the bag, but I will invite the representative of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria to say some few words to the graduates, and then ask them if by the professorial message from Professor Ahmadu.
Should I look, this one is okay.
Before I start, Provost, before I call you yesterday, when you called me, and I picked her up. The first thing she asked me, picked her up? Yes, ma'am. Oh, hello.
And so I so now, so university, so no. We ask them to change it. Say no, is what they promised. I took time and not ask about please hold it. Because this is an university. I personally wanted that to be here. Because I should do inductions. I wanted that to be here. But you know, man process, God is process. Man shall not the chairman of the occasion, Professor Ahmadu, the vice chancellor, Professor Ahmadu, every represented by the EVC Academics, Professor Ahmadu, the Provost of the college, Zaria, deans of faculties, deans of departments, properties and values, well-wishers, inductees, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I bring one greetings to you from the Minister of the Data and Medical of Nigeria, Professor Valedictory. One of the absent, and he asked me to conduct this induction ceremony on behalf. It is with them all of my deep sense of humility that I stand before you on behalf of the Minister of the Council for Secretary, alongside the chairman of this occasion, the vice chancellor, the provost, and the entire management team of this university. We gather here today to celebrate a significant milestone in the lives of our medical graduates as they embark on their journey into the noble profession of medicine. Speaking in the permission of the Professor Valedictory, the Chief Executive Officer of Medical, who are respected for the national and globally, I equip you with the knowledge and skills necessary to excel in this field. The Registrar and CEO of MPCA commends the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ahmadu, for fostering an environment to make the training maintaining the high standards. The Vice Chancellor, sir, who is heavily represented by the EVC Academics, we thank you for that. The Registrar of the Council also commends or appreciates the latest efforts of the teachers of medicine, technologists and technicians who work tirelessly to nurture the future medical workforce of our nation. The MPC is aware and really appreciates your thinkings despite the economic realities and social challenges facing our country today. The Council is optimistic about the collaborative momentum and the ongoing efforts to strengthen our healthcare infrastructure under the current government, and we believe this brings the new hope for our nation and profession. We have the IT and the Federal Ministry of Health, led by the Lord Collective Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ahmadu, is leading on a shared vision of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in designing and implementing policies that will enhance the dignity of the health system and its workforce. At the Council, we are committed to shaping the healthcare workforce and system and addressing these challenges directly. The Council also aims to support institutions in expanding their intake, their students, and their teaching capacity so that additional doctors are employed after their training. Not as what is happening in other universities now, most of the universities after they have about doubling the quota, some of the universities were on their own to double their quota. Well, for us at the Council, we don't know what is going to happen. Once you are not invited the Council for reaccreditation, any addition without will not be considered by the Council. If you want to increment the quota, the Council must be invited for reaccreditation, and then that increment will now be considered. Let me take a moment to acknowledge the economic support of the parents and guardians. The university, there are many other people wanted to do. I had the full prerequisite. The university, there are many other people wanted to do. I had the full prerequisite, but they didn't get it. Conscious about that, therefore, feel the privilege, but do not feel entitled. I also remind you that you are stepping into a profession that demands not only knowledge and skills, but also empathy and accountability. Every patient you encounter as a unique individual is having respect and care. Therefore, approach your patients, approach your practice with humility, kindness, and commitment to the patient-centered care. Healthcare workforce and landscape is ever evolving, and you will undoubtedly face challenges that face your resolve. Embrace these challenges as opportunities to grow, to innovate, and to contribute to the advancement of your field. Advocates for patients, champions of public health, and the leaders in your communities. They are also reminded of things that today, the medical profession is highly procedural and hierarchical. There is seniority. You must respect your seniors and teachers, whether the professional level or your social career. Additionally, this respect is a reciprocal to the other members of the healthcare team. You have nurses, you have pharmacists, physiotherapists, laboratory scientists, and you have with them. So the way you want to respect it, you must respect them too. Now, after today's induction, the council will register you and provide you with provisional decision certificates, of which you are required to use the provisional decision certificates to create an account in the centralized house management placement portal, and subsequently go back there to select the hospital of your choice for your 1 year mandatory house management. The house management training, as you all know, is for 1 year. That is 3 months for each of the clinical departments. Now, after you have gone to this full provisional registration certificate, of which you also should have Lagos, we have a quota, enough quota that can work to accommodate all house officers in this country today. If you work, and that will form a fire, you are looking for national hospital or federal medical center. Jadi, Ahmadu, well, down. Because of the regulation, number of consultants and the standard facilities are considerations like creating a hospital with designated quota for housemanship placement. We consider all those things in your applications. Now, this message for the parents, please allow your children to invite practices in the housemanship for the next 1 year. They are still in training, and don't listen. Skills are very important. They will acquire some skills in this housemanship. They are still in training. They are still in training. Housemanship is a period of national to work under supervision so that they can experience under full supervision. So please, parents, allow them. Now, let me come back to the practice. After you have finished your housemanship, you will be given a certificate of experience, of which you will use that is your intellectual forms, to apply for full registration certificates. Now, this full registration certificate, is your first professional certification. I know without that, you can't proceed what regulatory science. So, most of you will have issues when filling the forms. Some of you will have interruptions to gap before finishing. Before I forget, if there's any, because the postings must not be interrupted between O and G or the artist or medicine or something. So if there's any reason for interruption
do this process, the council must be notified as soon as possible. If you wait, after you have finished your hospital before you send us, we will not process your full registration certificates. All we do, right after that, we hospital wide to hospital, and the hospital will tell us why you had that option. Process their full registration at the time. In the course of the studies, some practice is expected that you will develop interest in a particular specialty. You want to be a neurologist or neurosurgeon, you want to be a cardiologist or a thoracic surgeon, you want to be a pulmonologist, endocrinologist, you want to be a nephrologist, you want to be a gastroenterologist, you want to be a urologist, pediatrician, you want to be a general surgeon, or you want to be a lab medicine, physiopathologist, chemical pathologist, you want to be a medical pathologist, or a pathologist, or you want to go to a basic medical sciences, would you be anatomist, physiologist, or biochemistry. Any specialty of your choice, after you've done that and you did that successfully, you must register that specialty. Well, if you did, you will finish your pathway exams, pass, and you will show practicing without registering with the council. Well, just pray that nothing happens to you, because if something happens to you and you are brought before you, this line goes to the council, you will regret that. So I urge you, as soon as you finish your work, you are training, but because you know, the era of therapy is long, especially if you want to be a doctor, you must specialize. When you go for clinicals, basic medical, that's your choice, but make sure that you are doing the right choice. That specialty must be registered in the council for practicing as a specialist. Please bear that in mind. Now, all this is the provision, the food, and the additional medical education, all those decisions you are doing and come out of your zone in the respective ones. You do not have to give anybody your money, and the council will start for you. If you have issues, please send an email to the council and then they will respond to you. You can give somebody your money, you as a doctor, you are first, and the council staff is informed. Please read your registration carefully, and your course will get see what else there. If you do that, you are wrong. And again, whatever you do, at the end of the year, make sure that you renew your license. Do not wait until December 30th or that of December. You want to renew your license. And most doctors have complained that the council purpose is there to know our orders are protected. Why can't you register on 7th January of that year? If by 7th January of next year now, you can register, you can pay for your license for 2027. What we do is that you won't be giving a license, but you will be giving a receipt. So we start processing for those who are prepared. We are starting giving approval for the 2026 license, next September. So, but I know, so those who are working at the same of the cost for pay, I am advising you, pay your license before the cost of September. Because once you are fully registered, you are all responsible. But for now, we hold them, hold your consultants responsible because you are working under something. But if you are fully registered, you will be held responsible. I know. Once a doctor who knows what he's doing, once a fully registered, if you are practicing, if there's anything medical handling, evaluation. That is why a good physician or a good doctor is a doctor who knows when you find a patient or when you seek second opinion from the CEO colleague. So, if you know you can handle it, refer. And again, document what you are doing. Because if you come before the different organs of any different organ of the council, that's why we used to handle document whatever you do. There are also one that notice again that the medical profession is one of the highly regulated professions in the world. Right from your education, your registration, and practice. Therefore, this profession is done under custody by police, members of the public, and other regulatory agencies. Now, any infamous, any report against a doctor in a professional regard that complain will be thoroughly investigated. Now, for medical and dental council of Nigeria, we have two disciplinary organs. We have medical and dental professional investigation panel. We have medical and dental professional disciplinary tribunal. Now, the medical and dental professional investigation panel is certainly the responsibility of the staff to carry out alleged professional misconduct. That is a preliminary investigation. That is why the council doesn't allow others from outside to join the panel because it's just an allegation. So, if there's a part of evidence established against a doctor, or if there's a test established against a doctor, that case will be transmitted to what? Medical and dental professional disciplinary tribunal. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Don't let pause. Please. Please, don't let pause. Don't want me to process your provision. I can do that. Don't let pause. I'm presenting you. I'm doing your pause. That's a sign of disrespect. You are a doctor. Why not be doctor soon? Why are you doing this? That's wrong. If you don't respect me, you are to respect them. So if there is a case established against that doctor, the case, the matter will not proceed to medical and dental disciplinary tribunal. If there is no case established against that doctor will be discharged and repeated there and then. Now, for medical and dental professionals disciplinary tribunal, it has a sanction by law and other assumptions, including complete arresting the doctor's name from the register. Complete arresting of them from the register. For what? For gross professional misconduct or for grave offenses. So, know what you are doing, whatever you do, you must make sure you know what you are doing. Very soon you have a check of them, people will be calling you doctor. The title that carries a great responsibility. Therefore, I cannot overemphasize the importance of upholding the ethics of medical profession and the expected conduct of doctors. Erring and reporting doctors will face the law and will be subjected to disciplinary measures from the council. I use the opportunity to pray for Professor Doctor that none of you should face any of the disciplinary organs of the council throughout your career as medical practitioners. The practice of medicine is a calling that requires complete dedication and the duty of care for specialists power. Do your job, and the council will stand for you and protect you. The opportunity today is to solve promise yourself, your patients, and your society. They will ask you for quality work with utmost integrity. I encourage you to persist in your studies and familiarize yourself with the course of medical ethics and other regulatory policies of the council. Most importantly, you know the same questions and continue learning from the most accomplished individuals you have been throughout your career. Thank you and your best.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause for the Registrar of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria for the message to the graduating medical students. Let me just give you a quick summary of the presentation of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. So the Registrar of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria has two pens. One is a red pen for reprimand and a green pen for good standing. But our graduates today are wearing green gracefully, and I believe with the quality of mentors they have, their journey will forever be green in good standing. A round of applause for you as you remain in good standing with the Medical and Dental Council. The next item on the agenda, I will invite the Provost of the College of Medical Sciences, flanked by the Deans and Assistant Deans, of the faculty to come and present the moderates, the graduating class of 2025 for the administration of the Physician Board, the declaration of Helsinki, and to administer them and register them into the noble profession. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's keep tracking for the Provost so that he will agree to hand them over fresh oval-decked marbles, the 2025 graduating students, Mr. Provost, sir, and deans and sub-deans of the faculty.
Thank you, MC. Before I call on the graduates, we have difficulty addressing you at this time, especially when the registrar is standing by the side. I have not seen what you have tested on the social media yesterday because you are not on course. I have not seen it. I request the graduates to please rise and then stand. Have you all gotten the honey books? And information within the envelopes we gave you as an odd certificate. You're supposed to write your names and the institution that trained you. We gave you 2 copies. One will be retained by the college, and the main one, which will have the signature of the registrar, will be carried by the head of registration back. Having said this, Mr. Chairman, sir, Vice Chancellor, with your permission, I present the graduates for the 2023-2024 academic session who have been found worthy in both character and learning with the Registrar of Council for Induction. Thank you.
Well, we have now reached the threshold to be admitted into what? Profession of medicine. And let me give you 2 seconds to think whether you want to join us in the profession or you want to remain with the general public and continue with your life without the body of the doctor. Let me give you 2 seconds. You know, being a doctor is a great responsibility. So let me give you 2 seconds. I think the door is still open. If you are not ready, you can actually leave. Are you ready to join us in the profession?
She's taking the right.
Before proceeding, Professor Shitu was mentioned all what is supposed to be here. It's not as because you are standing and maybe you are not having the body books with you there. Otherwise, I have already mentioned everything. But it's 4 phases. The first is the physician 3 additional powers. So if you are ready to join us in the profession, you have this okay. So you can say after me. You have the vision plate with you, you can open if you want. As a member of the medical profession, repeat after me. I can't hear you. I solemnly pledge, dedicate my life, the health and well-being of my patients will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain utmost respect for human life. I will not permit consideration of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race. No, the holy book with the right hand. Raise your hand. I will not permit consideration of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the high standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, upon my honor. So help me God. You have now been admitted to the profession of medicine. So the next is the declaration now. So if I say I, Dr. Ahmadu Ismail Shehu. I, Dr. who sincerely and solemnly declare that as a registered medical practitioner of Nigeria, I shall exercise the several parts of my profession to the best of my knowledge and ability for the good, safety, and welfare of all persons, committing themselves to my care and attention, and that I will faithfully obey the rules and regulations of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria and all other laws that are made for the control of the medical and dental professions in Nigeria. Well, we God. I'm now taking the oath. So, again, all the book with your right hand, your left hand up and repeat after me. If I said I do not mention your name, so I, Dr. So person, who hereby affirm the call of my justice. Only books in the right hand. I, Dr. do hereby affirm thought we have just taken for the big God. Congratulations. You are now doctors. Now the last part is the 3 traditional vows. The first vow goes to the federal government of Nigeria and the university community. The second vow goes to your teachers, and the last, but not the least, that the third vow goes to your parents and guardians. May I respectfully and kindly request the chairman of this occasion, Professor Kabiru Bala, and Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Ahmadu, every represented by the DBC academics, Professor Raymond Apol, to stand and receive this bow on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria and the university community at large. Well, I know this is the Yoruba community. I was in Ahmadu University, I was on holiday as a week. Say Yoruba, you don't know very well. Maybe I will ask Professor to call one of the Yoruba people to show how to know well. You know, this the federal government, through the Vice Chancellor of this great university, provided a conducive atmosphere for you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been what we are today. We are able to complete your study successfully because of if there's no peace. Usually you graduate, no. So you should be grateful to God and grateful to the university and the federal government of Nigeria. So for this reason, please, after the count of 3, give this bow, this great gentleman standing there. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, hello.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
You may take your seat now.
Hello.
The next bow goes to the teachers. You know what they have done for you? Right from the clinicals to clinicals. Sometimes a consultant will mention 20 complications in the CCL. And now tomorrow when he comes, all we can mention 5. Consultant will be happy. I told you this, what are you doing? You understand that? Sometimes you mention, they will tell you don't know anything. In fact, even when you try to say you don't know anything, it's not that you don't know. They want you to know more. The first presentation I had as a medical student, after finishing the presentation, the professor was asking me, "You smoke?" I said, "No, sir. This your presentation is useless." I thought I tried. One of the senior registrars in surgery was saying, "Sir, but this is first presentation we're starting today." And he said, "So much. It's useless. You can use that your paper and go and smoke with your hand." I said, "Sir, yes." So sometimes they want you to know more. So I know some of them might be here, some might not be here. But I respectfully again and kindly request the provost of the college. I don't want to come here, go from the clinics and clinics, they're all here. All right. Oh, whatever, I wanted to ask the provost. He said, "But no, provost, sir, please stand." You can, I want half of you face the provost and have face your teachers. The MC said they are here. The first 3 rows face the provost. The last face your teachers. I want to give them this power. After the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You may take your seat. Last but not the least, the parents and guardians. Know what they have done for you. Prayers, all the support, financial support, moral support, social support, all the support you know. They give you. Sometimes you need life. There. I hope none of you like that you want to get money to buy a car. Sometimes you like, you know you are lying, but they want you to be comfortable and face your studies. So they decided to provide you people what you want. So for that, you should be grateful to God and grateful to them. Please, after the count of 3, you can now give them this power. You know where they are. If they are the back, you can turn. One, 2, 3. chairman of this occasion, Professor Kabir, the vice chancellor represented by the PDC academics, Professor Ahmadu, other members of the high table, the provost of the college, professors are present, deans of faculties of departments, proud parents and guardians, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, I present you the newest doctors in town. Once again, congratulations and remembrance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Another tremendous round of applause. According to the Directorate of Public Affairs of the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, at exactly 1:25 p.m. on Monday, the 29th of September 2025, 81 fresh doctors were inducted into the medical profession by the Registrar of the Medical and Medical Council. So you can keep that record. It's a record of the Public Affairs Division of the University. Thank you very much. The next, you are now colleagues. So my colleagues, may you have your seat. The next item on the agenda is signing the register and what will consolidate you into the medical profession. May I invite the Dean of Clinical Sciences, flanked by the Assistant Deans, to invite these men and women, young ladies and men, who walked in this morning. 81 of them, they walked in as medical graduates and outgoing students of the Ahmadu Bello University, but at exactly 1:25 p.m., they become doctors, registrable by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Mr. Dean of Clinical Sciences.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Now we start signing the register. So, Dr. Ahmadu. Yes.
Sorry, I cannot next.
May I request the chairman of the occasion to please come forward, the vice chancellor, the registrar, and the provost, please. But the new doctors are going to have a handshake with the vice chancellor, the chairman, the registrar, and the provost. Yeah, please. This is standing position. I'm sure the registrar. I think you're the only registrar here. Dr. Samba Fatima Osman, Dr. Abdul Malik Kida, Dr. Adam Ibrahim, Dr. Sadiq Mubarak Onimisi, Dr. Babaji Amira, Dr. Jimo Zainab Onyoza, Dr. Ahmadu Bilkis Adam, Dr. Ibrahim Happy,
Dr. Tijani Aisha Aliyu, Dr. Mashi Aisha Sani, Dr. Taikasi Solomon Ilaga, Dr. Ibrahim Fatia Kainde, Dr. Ojoba Jacobs Jeremiah, Dr. Cletus Harrison Ikoemeka, Dr. Umar Amira, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Farooq, Dr. Abdullahi Ibrahim Idris, Dr. Adamu Hamza, Dr. Adamu Stella Weno, Dr. Dauda Enoch, Dr. Baba Muhammad Umar, Dr. Ibrahim Suleiman Bako, Dr. Ahmed Aisha Bello, Dr. Abdullahi Bilamin Mohammed, Dr. Abdullahi Saleh Yusuf, Dr. Bilamin Shamsuddin, Dr. Adamu Rabiu Isa, the ladies, if you are not shaking hands, you should bow, please. Dr. Abdulmumini Lukman, Dr. Owuli Mustafa Amatu, Dr. Saeed Yusuf Meyama, Dr. Abdul Usman Ibrahim, Dr. Abubakar Bilal Mustafa, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Abba, Dr. Malami Idris Bala, Dr. Muhammad Fauzia Maimako, Dr. Ekiyekba Andalsa Afre, Dr. Muhammad Ahmad, Dr. Bakari Tawfiq Olaleko, Dr. Abubakar Aisha Usman, Dr. Jumada Fatima Abdullahi, Dr. Garba Fatima Maman, Dr. Sabo Nafisa, Dr. Muhammad Fatima, Dr. Abdul Wahab Muhammad Ajufobi, Dr. Isa Abdul Hamid Yinka, Dr. Ibrahim Abdul Basit Olawale, Dr. Shehu Abdullahi Osman, Dr. Abdullahi Hafsat Adamu, Dr. Ahmad Sabi, Dr. Ebute Paul Servanos, Dr. Abdullahi Maimuna,
Dr. Usman Saliha Tijani, Dr. Aminu Sani Ali, Dr. Jega Abdulmajid Ibrahim, Dr. Adejo Charles Achille, Dr. Yunusa Isa Churuma, Dr. Muhammad Aisha Ahmad, Dr. Kazim Oluwaseun Karim, Dr. Ihuime Abase Yofalis, Dr. Ikebuna Chiamaka Helen, Dr. Lekombo Hamza Bala, Dr. Bayari Hanifa, Dr. Saleh Abubakar Ado, I believe most of you will be wondering who is this man. He is the former Musa president, so he's basically the president of the Student Association. Dr. Kabir Nuruddin Bukachua, Dr. Bello Farida, Dr. Isa Salamatu Unai, Dr. Mikdad Shaibu, Dr. Amir Deborah Ojonugan, Dr. Mekano Abigail Sali, Dr. Bawa Ramatu Saadu, Dr. Kabiru Umar Muhammad, Dr. Muhammad Bashir Yahya, Dr. Nuhu Suleiman, Dr. Alfa Aisha Umaima, Dr. Adamu Shafiu Muhammad, Dr. Musa Rahmatullah Onizi, Dr. Shehu Mariam Ngawa, Dr. Musa Ahmed Babandeji, Dr. Iwalola Kafayat Omobolanle, Dr. Ibrahim Aisha Michika, Elsie.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've had 81 new doctors registered by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria joining us in the medical profession. Let's give them another round of applause. And today being the 29th of September 2025, they are joining the noble profession. And I must tell you something. The Ahmadu Bello University Medical College, as of today, is the most powerful medical alumni. They are joining the Honorable Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, the Registrar of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria as alumni. Welcome to the Ahmadu Bello University, the most powerful medical alumni in Nigeria at the moment. It is indeed a privilege. May I invite the chairman of the occasion to have their seats while we continue with the next item on the agenda.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My dear colleagues, you should make sure that you fill out form correctly and make sure that there's no mistake and pray that you will not see that form again. Because if you see it from every scene, we know that there is a problem. So pray there is no problem. So fill it correctly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. According to the Public Affairs Directorate of the Ahmadu Bello University, at exactly 1:25 p.m. Nigerian time today, over 3,000 people were watching live stream the Ahmadu Bello University YouTube channel, watching your entrance into the medical profession. This is indeed an epoch-making event, and we indeed made history that the whole nation was watching as you took the position of. Another applause for everyone that made the program a success. As we are reaching the end of the program, the next item on the agenda is word of advice from medical elders. I will invite first on the list is Dr. Ahmadu, former Commissioner of Health, Kaduna State, to give a word or two to the new inductees into the medical profession. Dr. Ahmadu.
Chairman of the occasion, I seek your indulgence standing on the existing protocols. Dear freshly minted doctors, I'm not sure that I qualify as a medical elder because I still have some of my teachers on the right table. But I think it's with a profound sense of pride in the Ahmadu Bello University graduates that are here present of the past and the future, that I give my humble advice. It seems that today feels like you have reached the end of the road. It was not to scare you, like the register said. This is actually the beginning of the road. This is the beginning of the learning, the journey of becoming a doctor, because as you start, you will find that, as the register rightly said, okay, maybe I don't really know anything. But the years of study, years of dedication, the tutelage of your teachers and of your colleagues, you will find that you actually know a lot. But you have to put your head down. You have to work hard. Medicine is really an apprenticeship. And the more you do, and the more you practice, the better you become. Please hold on to your professional ethics. We're going through a revolution that ethics are becoming questioned. But if you hold on to your oath, you hold on to your ethics, and you practice with humility, dedication, and integrity, you will be among the best doctors in the world. I wish you the very best as you start this journey. And our prayers, together with your parents' encouragement, will see you through. Good luck. The sky is your limit.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ahmadu, also a distinguished alumni of the Ahmadu University Medical College. The next to wrap up the Board of Archives, I will invite no other person than the teacher of our teachers, a distinguished professor of professors, who has provided his wealth of experience in mentoring generations. His experience covers generation and from the bench of the faculty to the boardroom and to the university administration, he is enduring. Professor Abdulmumin Hassan Akindari to give a word of advice to the graduate.
Thank you very much. The chairman of this occasion, the Registrar, Medical Council, Provost, Medical Director, this is permitted to stand up existing protocols established. These new doctors, it's one of them, they call themselves the Margaret's. And if you look at the root of this word, the root of this Margaret, it is somebody who achieves success by doing something unusual in a different way. So which means that you are doing things in an unusual way, in a different way, and achieving success. I have 3 pieces of advice for you. One is what you do, and 2 are what you should do. But before then, for the seniors among you, please raise your hand to see. Seniors among 81 new doctors, when you raise your hand, let's see. The seniors, please raise your hand. I think before our class, please raise your hand. Seniors. I'm going to go some days here and then ask you a question. You have seen Professor Bello Ashabon here. I'm sure you have seen her. You have seen Professor Bauer. You have seen Dr. Suleiman and others. Professor Elizabeth Mock is not here. Professor William Zawala is not here. Professor Abi Bola is not here. The question I want to ask you, you want to be like them, the females, you want to be like them? I didn't hear you. You want to be like them? Okay. For the rest of you, please raise up your hand. You have seen our Provost, Professor Zaria. This event, I think it's the best that I've witnessed. And this is the last one that is going to organize the provost of our college. And it's also the first provost of the college. It's also the only person who has been deemed a provost. Only person, and he's the only person who ever been so. We have seen Professor Ismail Ahmadu here, is deputy to him. We have seen the assistant dean, Waziri. We also, among others, know Hassan and Aziz. You know Professor Bosan. You of course know a very good friend, Ahmadu, who delivered the lecture this morning. Of course, after you know Professor Ahmad, Professor Sarah is there looking at me. So the question I want to ask you, do you want to be like them? Do you want to be like them? I'll tell you the secret how to be like them. The secret is that you must undergo residency training. If you want to be like all these professors that are mentioned, there is no any other way except if you do residency training. And you know, entry into residency training is through the primary. And the best time to take primary examination is now. After you have finished the housemanship, join the right. That's the best time to take this examination at first. There are still possible specialties in Nigeria that you can choose. And then go and do your residency. It is now very difficult to get this place because many of your peers are going abroad. There is nothing wrong with going abroad because you are looking for greener pastures. But if you are going to go abroad, you have to be prepared. Don't go there without special. Because if you do that, you will only become overhead and become frustrated. But by the time you finish your residency, you become anything that any doctor can do in Nigeria. But without residency, you will end up working as a medical officer, in Karachi medical officer, in Kaduna hospital, or general hospital. There is nothing wrong with that process. But we want you that by the time 20 years from now, that you have professional satisfaction. Even if you are going to go to private practice, it is going to make most money in your specialty. So this is one of the three pieces of advice that I'm giving you. One is what to do. The second advice and third one are things that you must ever do. You have had Dr. Fideli, who represents the legislature, tell you processes and the medical and dental council. They are the regulated agency for medical practice in Nigeria. And anybody who is not satisfied with their performance, for example, your colleague, it's not likely that your colleague will report you. For example, your employer, your employer will report you, or your patients, or the lawyer of your patients can report you to the medical or medical practice, to medical practice. So the two things that our fellow members do, one is about your criminal abuse. Don't ever take a criminal abuse. Whether knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes you may take part in unknowingly. For example, if you are working in a place or hospital where they do certain type of practice, you may assist in one way or another in doing this. And you will become public for this. Now, the second advice that you should not do is that never ever sign a death certificate without seeing the dead body. Never ever sign a death certificate without seeing the dead body. If you do that, one day you will go home with the death certificate, you show the asked, "Do you know this person?" Most likely, you say you don't know. They said, "This is the person you wrote this certificate about." How could you be able to let this certificate of somebody who is still alive? Usually, people approach you thinking advantage of you, especially in your early stages of your career. That social person alive, and the children will start looking for their own entitlements. But they say that they have the certificate of physically rightness and faithfulness. So they are taking advantage of their needs and safety. You understand? So never ever write this certificate. Mr. Chairman, please, before I stop, update you forward to this is to appreciate Professor last edition of this university. What he has done for the College of Medical Sciences. He completed this work that was now sitting in a very dignified manner carrying this occasion. If you look at the building of faculty of dentistry, of faculty of allied sciences, there are some of the best buildings in the hospital. So Professor Abdullah wants to thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Eric. Another round of applause for the professorial message. Thank you very much. As we have 2 more minutes to the closing of the program, the next item is presentation of academic awards. But before we present the academic awards, the Student Representative Council is here with us to celebrate the new inductees. The President of the SRC for Zaria is here to celebrate with you. I was expecting to hear you with the 3 fundamental concerns. And the Nigerian Medical Association Chairman, ably represented by Dr. Ahmadu, the President of the Association of Resident Doctors, Zaria. We also have the Chair of the Medical and Dental Council, Medical and Dental Consultant Association of Nigeria, MDCAN, Dr. Iti Sholadori. I now have the pleasure to invite the College Examination Officer, Professor Rashid Yusuf, to lead us in presentation of academic awards to deserving students who are now doctors and colleagues.
Chairman, sir, the Vice Chairman, ably represented by the BBC Academy, the Registrar, MCA, ably represented, the Provost, please permit me to stand on the ready establishment. Representing the candidates who have performed outstandingly in various courses or award recognition. To do this, I've split them into certain categories. I will first of all invite the Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Wilson Ahmadu, to present the first set of awards. Mr. Lisa.
Sorry, where will you get it? It's okay. So that they will take it.
The first category of our review from the Faculty of Basic Medical Science and Preclinical Science courses. For anatomy, we have U16 MD 1035 Muhammad Ali. First, electronic.
You go to his left. Sir, you come this way. Sir, you should go this way. Come closer. Yeah, look here. Look here, please.
The best in biochemistry. As candidate in biochemistry, U16 MD N35 155.
Yeah, look here.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Last candidate in human physiology, U16 MD 1035.
I don't go take this one. You don't have anything. And the same thing.
Thank you very much. I have this.
The second
set of our own, I would like to invite Professor Ahmadu. The best candidate in chemical pathology, U16 MD 1035. The best candidate in hematology and blood transfusion.
He's still around.
U16 MD 1035.
Let me change this. It's not.
The best candidate in pathology, U16 MD 1035. Please, I don't know if the parents are here.
Are you his sister?
The best candidate for medical microbiology, U16 MD 1035.
Hello, hello. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Ross. Okay, off the phone. Sir.
Ka kashe wayanka. Dan ba za ya karba. Oh, yeah, look here.
Mama, see the mother.
Take another one. Shift. It's making them. Hello, sir.
Thank you very much.
At least with the parents.
Yes, it's now almost 7. Only now, even that commissioner said she subjects to commission.
Thank you very much. For the next set of award, may I invite the Dean, Faculty of Clinical Sciences, Professor Umabawa, to be assisted by the Dean, Faculty of Life Science, Professor Zaria Muta. You are given to me. The best candidate in medicine, U16 MD 1054, Ahmadu Ahmadu.
Thank you. Yeah, look here. Are we all set?
The next one is obstetrics and gynecology. There are 2 sets of awards there. We have the overall best in obstetrics and gynecology, 217 MD 2002. A very well award. Adiru Mohammed.
Kabir. Na handset again. And the problem with handset. First, if you don't say the handset, you go find the cameraman. So you
They don't want to say what they say.
U16 MD 1054.
I don't know person like that. Last week, because of his own useful.
It's useful, and you are concentrating on your.
This was in the following of class.
The number. Can you imagine?
But the guy is up around.
Yeah, I tell you.
You don't know what to tell me. After a year, why? I just decided not to delete it. I don't just know why I did this picture. 26 pictures. It can come my life.
It's really useful.
This is my travel over the airport. I say, I will first this guy because not that you see the guy. I say, I'm putting the other two.
The next one is the best evidence in pediatrics.
Okay, the book?
U16 MD 1054.
Man, let's take our own. Camera. You. Mommy. The first one was for our phone. It's good, let them know. Our phone. Okay. Okay, I want to see their self.
go block around.
Is a really proud man. Gaskiya. Let them go. Oh yeah. Take it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. The next one is, thank you, God bless you. The next one from our ward, may I please invite the chairman of education, Professor Kabiru Bala, to be assisted by the Directorate of Academic Planning and Management, Bello. With this set of award we have from the quality is into two categories. The first one is the best film in pharmacology. U16 MD 1045. Next one is overall best 217 MD 2008.
All right, what?
Okay. Thank you very much. Vice Chancellor. So, Ahmadu is represented by the DVC Academy, Professor Ahmadu, this award, to be supported by the Provost, Professor M.S. Sherry. Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
The MMA Kaduna State Prize for overall graduation students, U16 MD 1035 Wama.
Mama,
ki zo nan gefe.
Mama kira daga nan.
The last award is the overall best graduating student, which goes to U16 MD 1035
And just take it like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the college examination officer, Professor Rashid Yusuf, for presenting the academic awards. I was leaning and waiting to see maybe the award for the MC. But I graduated a decade ago, so I'm an old person in the profession. Congratulations to the distinguished awardees. Another round of applause for the academic excellence. And as we round up the activities for the day, I invite next the last representative of the Mavericks for a valedictory speech.
Distinguished Vice Chancellor, Provost, Registrar, esteemed members of the faculty, respected parents, families, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is with profound honor and humility that I stand before you today on behalf of the graduating class of Mavericks to deliver this valedictory speech. Today is not only a celebration of an academic milestone, but also the culmination of years of diligence, sacrifice, and resilience. What began as an aspiration has been shaped by countless hours of study, rigorous clinical training, and invaluable mentorship until at last it has blossomed into an achievement. Our journey through medical school was one of both trial and triumph. We faced the weight of uncertainty, the weight of responsibility, and the demands of a profession that requires not only intellectual excellence, but also deep humanity. Yet, united in purpose, we supported one another, learned from one another, and persevered together. As class representative, I have had the privilege of being entrusted with the voice of this responsibility I bore with gratitude, knowing that in every concern raised and every challenge addressed, we grew together, stronger together as a class. We owe a debt of gratitude to our teachers and mentors, whose dedication to our training has been nothing short of extraordinary. You have not only imparted knowledge, but also inspired us with examples of discipline, compassion, and unwavering commitment to the noble calling of medicine. To our families, our parents, siblings, and partners, who stood with us through the long nights and difficult days, whose sacrifices and prayers sustained us, we say thank you. This day is yours as much as it's ours. To my colleagues, the graduating class, it is my honor to stand with you at this threshold. Today, we do not merely receive certificates. We receive a solemn trust. The world awaits us, not simply as doctors, but as custodians of life, bearers of compassion, and servants of humanity. As we go forth, let us carry with us the values we have learned within these words, which include integrity, diligence, humanity, and empathy. May our practice of medicine be guided not only by the science we have mastered, but by the humanity that must forever remain at its heart. To my colleagues, the Mavericks, I say congratulations to us all. May we bring pride to our alma mater, honor to our profession, and healing to the world. I am sure to be Benjamin and honored to have served as a class representative. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, the class leader of the Mavericks, and they are standing in an ovation to everyone for this privilege of staying together all through the years. Thank you very much. And the biggest award for the day, of course, we say the debt of gratitude is a debt that we cannot easily repay. As we come to the end of the program, for everything that starts good, for every good story, there's always that graceful ending. As we are reaching the crescendo of the program, may I have the pleasure to invite the Deputy Provost, Professor Ismail Ahiru, to thank each and every one of us for being here today. There is the philosophy of the legendary Emperor. He always thanked people in their own language. But as it is, we are out of time. The Deputy Provost will thank us in the language of the King. The Deputy Provost, please. Yes, we are about rounding up. The Vice Chancellor is seated. So please remain seated and let's complete the assignment of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MC. The chairman of the occasion, the 12th Vice Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, and the immediate Vice Chancellor, Professor Bello, the Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Ahmadu, ably represented by the Vice Chancellor of Academics, Professor Bello, the Registrar, Medical and Dental Council, the guest lecturer, Provost College of Medical Sciences, deans, directors, professors, and PhDs here seated with us, my fellow colleagues, lecturers in the faculty and other segments of the university, parents, guardians, students, our graduates, fresh doctors, members of the press and media, other students, good afternoon. As usual, every occasion has a beginning and an end. As we are approaching the end of this occasion, there is need for us to appreciate people that have contributed these successes have recorded. Let me first recognize and appreciate the Vice Chancellor of this university who happens to be chairman of this occasion. It's not by coincidence that he's chairing this occasion. Professor Bello has always been a family member and is his surgeon who becoming Vice Chancellor. He has contributed immensely to the growth of this great college. We cannot remember his roles in the completion of the edifices we see in Shikana, the dental surgery faculty, as well as the faculty of allied health sciences. So also the establishment of the urology center and the completion of this great edifice that we are sitting in. All are these courtesy of the roles he has played. And we thank him so much because we know the amount of progress we have made in this short day as the Vice Chancellor of this great university. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Ahmadu, who is presently just about 5 months into his tenure, we cannot thank him enough. I can say with all confidence that he has afforded us audience in his last months, few months, more than any other college or faculty of this university. So we have started in a very good footing and we will ensure that we do not let you down. Just recently, you were in the College Commission Nigerian Academy of Dental Implantology, an edifice that is capable of running around college, faculty, as well as the university. All we need to do is to go back and look at how we propel this initiative. So we thank you so much. Since you are just starting your tenure, we know we are unfinished businesses and we are likely to come back again, seek your audience for other things. Notably, if the past Vice Chancellor may remember or may recall, we started a journey towards establishing AD School of Public Health, which we just this afternoon we had a lecture
by the guest speaker who was telling us that his daughter is presently in Bangkok as a student. We know what that means, and we want to replicate the John Hopkins of Nigeria here in Beijing. We want to ensure that with the emerging diseases and challenges, AD takes its rightful place in the committee of universities and the nation. We've been afflicted by epidemics, which should be the attention to the country. And as such, we are going to come back to you, see that we realize this dream. Only when we have edifices like School of Public Health, and we render this very great sign. Also, the past Vice-Chancellor can remember our quest to address cancer research, which we started during the stage when it was challenged us metamorphose a radio quality center, either a department within the college or even think of establishing an institute for cancer research and training. I think the challenges we face from cancer in this country are one over. It's not overdue that AD as a university is there. We have all it takes from various segments of the university, and we can transform it and we can contribute in the cancer space towards addressing this very important challenge that will come to you. The university is not restricted to medicine, but I think as a member university and in one of the meetings in our chair, which is an initiative of this regime, for doubling the quota of admission into the medical schools, I think ABU is time enough to start thinking of acquiring some of these private universities and medical schools so that they can be our investments and we generate a lot of funds. ABU is too big for that, and we should champion that. All the what happens if you go to a lot of other traveling hostel, when you fly to India and you different pattern of cancer. So people that are scared of ABU, we still in the country ABU. You will get something that looks like ABU, it belongs to ABU. But these are the three requests I will want Vice Chancellor to take. Sorry for the literal digression. I also want to appreciate the role our Provost for the leadership he has provided for our stadium, and as we run up our day, we really appreciate best and will always remember for the exemplary leadership he has provided. He gives the heads of departments, professors and other lecturers in the college and then the university what we are witnessing today will never be possible without your contributions. Immediately employed our team is very good what we are doing, and we thank you for sustaining this university and making it up this high infrastructure. The parents that are here with us, so thank you so much. I don't know the children, but maybe the children, but they make us proud. You know what you went through during the training of the various whenever they are writing exams, just like you are also writing exams. And there are difficulties, As you are supposed to know that you are here today. We thank you very much, and we call on you to continue supporting them. We pray that because that we have had from presentations becoming a medical doctor, just beginning. The journey is still far, and we believe this influence our government of embarking on this journey. Other guardians, friends, well-wishers, thank you for coming. Members of the press and media, also our ambassadors, we all nobody will even know to agree here. We thank you for this contribution. And lastly, I want to pray for Almighty God, whom we have dedicated all these successes to, whom without his support we wouldn't have been here. We pray that he becomes each, every one of us, his or our destination. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. If the vote of thanks were in cash, we are definitely living as an audience. Thank you for the very generous vote of thanks, Mr. Deputy Vice Chancellor. As we started on a prayerful note, at this juncture I will invite for closing prayer, Professor Wilson Ahmadu to help to lead us in closing prayer, and then it will be followed by the procession after the national anthem.
Let us pray. Father, thank you for an opportunity like this. We thank you for the privilege of having our children move through educational processes, and you have crowned them at the end of the day with this success. We come to that honor to you. Thank you, Heavenly Father, because we know as we release them into the world, they will practice medical profession diligently in honor of the will of you. We thank you because we know that you will continue to be with them, even as they move through the various stages of training to reach their peak. Father, grant them success. Father, grant them wisdom. Father, grant them good health. Father, grant them integrity, that at the end of your name and name you shall be glorified. Atmosphere for them to try and reach this end. Father, continue to help us, continue to assist us, continue to provide all the conducive atmosphere for every child that comes into the world of Ahmadu. We thank all the teachers and all the non-teaching staff, Father, who are wisdom, provide strength, give us the ability to discharge our duties diligently, give us the courage to stand by the truth. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Heavenly Father. We come glory and honor unto you. Thank you for hearing and answering us. We ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. May I invite the Vice Chancellor to receive the ladies, and may we rise for the national anthem. Yes.
Steve, Bello. Regarde ça.